Before the video starts, I would recommend the Holy Bible to read at the end of video. Please check out the link in the description. God says today that I am not trying to instill a sense of passivity in you by this activity that I am performing. You are, nevertheless, required to comprehend the fact that you are a component of the procedure. I will enter their lives and serve as a source of encouragement for them, for it is my desire to establish a close relationship with them and to bring about the solutions that they have been pleading with me to provide. Your attention is being pulled away by the various diversions that life presents, but you should know that I have even those things firmly in my grasp. To take care of such conditions, all you need to do is roll them over on me, because I was not caught off guard by that event, and it is not an insurmountable obstacle. Therefore, put your faith in me to bring about a resolution and blessing in situations where there has been confusion and turmoil. Your Father has informed you that this is a time of liberation for you. God says that there have been many things that have intimidated you and kept you back. Nevertheless, He promises that this will no longer be the case. I am going to come in and conduct the job that is going to take place inside of you, which is going to cause you to experience a heightened sense of freedom and fearlessness. People have tried to trample on it and try to override you by saying that they know better than you, or that they know what is best, what your path should be, or the decision you should make. I have also tried to convey that I have poured my wisdom into you, but there have been instances when people have tried to stomp on that. Be aware of this, says the Father. The knowledge that you possess within you is a gift from me, and I do not want you to have any more doubts about yourself whatsoever. Never doubt that you are hearing me, and never question the knowledge that I have imparted to you. I want you to follow the instructions that I provide you to follow. You should make it a goal in your heart to maintain your concentration on what I have conceived within you in the hidden location, even when those around you are going to say things like, "Go this way, go that way," and cause confusion. I have given you the capacity within you to receive my greatness and to receive the ministry calling that I have for you, says God. I have given you the ability to receive both. It has been your dream to serve others and to see your life put to use for the glory of God. You have a strong urge to go to different countries and preach to the people there. I am beginning you even in a tiny area of influence, and it is going to build and build and build into something far larger than you could ever imagine. There will even be folks who you reach who are unaware that you are contacting them. This is something that is inevitable. It is your word that will travel to people groups, and people groups, and it will have authority. At times, you may experience feelings of insignificance. Nonetheless, you are not inconsequential. Through the voice of my heart, which bears authority and magnificence, I have made you one with your own heart. According to God, even when the adversary attempted to take away your voice when you were younger, I came to your rescue and maintained you on the path that leads to love and goodness. Over the next few days, I will make your voice even more audible than it already is. I have made you an encourager to speak life where others speak death, says God. I have made you what you are. Please let your mouth to speak, and allow your mouth to pray. It is my hope that you would be a joyful intercessor. To individuals who have only ever experienced death and misery, I want you to breathe words of joy and life over them. You are going to make a difference in people's lives. Because I made you a big deal in my realm, you shouldn't start to feel like you're doing anything insignificant. On the other hand, there are several awards and jewels that are waiting for you. A purple robe and a crown of victory are both available for you to carry. You can also choose to wear the crown. There is a new mantle for you. Because I have bestowed it upon you, you will be able to walk in royalty and power. It is not someone else who has given it to you, rather, it is someone else who has given it to you. I will bring you to the forefront so that people can see the anointing and the love that you bear. You have declared in your heart, God, I don't mind being behind the scenes. Therefore, watch as I bring you to the forefront. It is not a matter of magnifying the flesh, nor is it a matter of a single individual doing this. The focus is on both you and I. I am going to put you in a position to receive riches, health, and spiritual authority so that you can bless my people after you have stated that you will be the one to point others to Jesus. This is because you have stated that you will be the one to point others to Jesus. These things are going to be placed in your hands so that you might bless my people, so I want you to go forth and bless them, says the Father. This day, the Father says, take advantage of my overabundance if you will. I have prepared the wealth of those who have gone astray for those whose lives are a reflection of their complete comprehension of my methods. The ungodly look at my actions and laugh at them. The righteous are able to recognize my methods and flourish. At the time that I descended into the earth, I clothed myself in weakness so that I could exhibit the glory of my Father. This day, you have access to the same glory that was earlier. Embrace the I am-ness of my wholeness and wrap yourself in itself. Raise your voice into the gloom and declare, light exists. In the midst of the mayhem, utter the words, Kingdom, come. As a result, I have made my power and my anointing available to you and through you, so that you may rule over the planet as new creations that are born from the hand of my Father. I have bestowed upon you the Zoe life of the Father so that you may speak about the splendor that I have for you. My love has bolstered your confidence, and I have bestowed upon you the favor of my favor. Go out into the world and confront the darkness. By doing so, you will witness the manifestation of my glory. You are the lamp that I have chosen, and I will fill you with the light and effulgence that I have. You are my crown and my scepter, and I will use you to fight against the one who oppresses you. The banner of Jehovah Nissi waves over you in its grandeur, enunciating the outcome of victory, liberty, and deliverance in your life. Take to you the whole armor of my Father and know it as your provision, protection, and promotion. For the banner of Jehovah Nissi waves over you. Today, the Father is saying to his sons and daughters, open your eyes and your heart to opportunities for greater blessings and higher callings. Do not let the everyday occurrences of life restrict your freedom or rob you of the joy that you deserve. Both difficulties and struggles have a conclusion. The energy that drives trials and struggles does not originate from my throne, but rather from the kingdom of darkness. As a result, these trials and struggles will eventually exhaust themselves and lead to their conclusion. Because I have pronounced life over you and life in more abundance, you will not be held captive against your choice. I am reaching out to you today to access the protected area within you where you have hoped against hope that things would be different from how they have been. Infusing you with fresh life, new hope, and new joy is what I am doing right now. It is because of deprivation, struggle, and the conflict of tongues that I am putting you on a foundation that will lead to your ascent. Human limits and regrets from the past will not be the defining characteristics of your life or of who you are. My promise, my presence, my provision, and my protection, which is right now being released as a canopy of favor over you in full and perfect measure this very day, will be the defining characteristics of your existence. Let the spirit of generosity run through you like water, the Father says today. Allow it to flow through you like water. Inside of you is where I make my home. Provide me with the space to flow in and through you to other people. Love that is not conditional. Dole out generously. It is unreasonable to forgive. Until your love scandalizes the narrow-minded, religious professors whose love has become frigid, love, give, and forgive until your love is scandalous. Make contact with those who do not deserve your affection and those who have not shown it to you. Your testimony to them should be something along the lines of, I am going to love you, and there is nothing you can do about it. What the Father is saying is that this is the audacity of love. In spite of the fact that men have the ability to impose restrictions on you, the very essence of love is to break out and flow out to the lowest common denominator of relationship and expectation. Love is different from failure and defeat because it is a spiritual geography that exists in and of itself. This is the place where the fullest amount of trust spontaneously lends substance to every vision and dream that was birthed in your heart by my incorruptible seed. Therefore, you should export all of your hopes, dreams, and prayers to the geography of love. Which of these two things would you like to have, peace or insight? The Father asks you today. Because you can't have both. My mind is not the same as your mind, and my thoughts are not the same as your thoughts. Have faith that my peace will take you to places that human comprehension can never reach. It is necessary for you to submit your thinking to the authority of your human spirit, for I reside in your heart and rule emanating from your spirit. Get rid of your mental skepticism and hypotheses, and instead focus on embracing my grandeur. I will provide for your necessities today by drawing upon the wealth that is contained within your spirit man, which is where my glory resides. From this day on, I bestow upon you the peace that surpasses comprehension. This day is filled with miracles, signs, and wonders for you to experience. In the book of my word, I promised that you would be led forth with peace and that you would go out with gladness. Today, allow this to serve as your word of instruction. Your portion and your forward-thinking initiative are the source of my joy. Because you continue to focus your attention on me, I promise that I will never deprive you of the fullness of my joy. I do not wish for you to go through life devoid of happiness. Open your heart and see that joy is the first step in the process of every prayer and petition being fulfilled. In today's message, the Father encourages you to make it your goal to never live below your privileges during your time in my kingdom. Having the blood of the cross on your body gives you the right, the ability, and the power to live your life in a manner that is consistent with experiencing victory. You do not have the capacity for weakness. You do not deserve to be unsuccessful. I am going to bring deliverers out of Zion, and they will come out of the wilderness of strife and difficulties. Within the roll call of the faithful, there is a spot reserved for you. You are going to call upon me, and I will respond by saying, "Here I am." You are going to establish something by decreeing it, and it will come up before you and be established. Neither my reputation nor my holiness nor my favor will be able to be taken away from you by the adversary. The Father advises you to have higher expectations for yourself. It is important that you do not cheapen your experience in me or sell yourself short. Do not justify away your blessings or the fullness of my stature that you are meant to walk in. Refuse to rationalize away these things. Today, the Father instructs us to labor while it is day, since by the time night arrives, no man will be able to work. There is a period when you should go to a spot within yourself where you may be alone and wait for the dust to settle. There is no such thing as flesh. The first thing you should do in reaction to the sinful flesh that is trying to confront you is to look to the throne. The adversary will always make an effort to divert your attention away from my face, says the Father. He will do this by sending you diversions. Even when the enemy is bearing down on you with his falsehoods, threats, and oppression, continue to look to the throne with the conviction that you have made it your goal. As your defense and shield, I am here for you. If you choose to focus on me and refuse to allow any distractions to distract you, the strategies of the enemy will only serve to facilitate his own demise, and not your own disaster. As a result, the Father encourages you to go forward and seek the kingdom. Go ahead and wait for me to come out. Please allow me to direct you with my eye. On your behalf, I will cause the winds and the waves to recede, and I will cause the storms of men and devils to be stilled. I will do this because you are looking to me. I will bring the immediate deliverance of my deliverance into your circumstance and set you in a place from which you will not be moved or molested in any way. This will happen as you continue to trust me. Believe in my faithfulness and have faith in the word that I have established. Neither will I ever let you down, nor will the fulfillment of my promises ever cause the bank of heaven to overdraw on your behalf. This day, the Father says, as long as you cooperate with me, I will give you the change and shift that you have been longing for. There is no such thing as change until it actually occurs. Alteration, according to the Father, is not detrimental, rather, it is advantageous. Persist in working with me in the same manner. I will guide you through the changes and cause you to shift, as well as cause you to see shift, both toward the outside world and toward yourself. When you look in the mirror, you might have had moments where you disapproved of what you see. I counsel you not to act in such a manner. Simply put, I adore you in your current state. In addition to bestowing favor upon you, I will also bestow upon you the anointing that brings about transformation. Join me in this endeavor, says the Father. You've had the experience of working with people who just stole from you and blamed you for their problems. Do not act in that manner. I will bring you to the outcome that you have not even dared to aspire for if you work with me and listen to me on a regular basis. The Father has informed me that Jacob began to limp from the moment I touched his thigh to the present day. He did, in fact, get to have his name changed, despite the fact that he limped. The prince that prevails is the title that he won. In the same way that the covenant that altered Jacob's name and transformed his path is likewise the covenant that rests upon you, it is like a refiner's fire and fuller's soap. As the Father says, I am striving to bring about change in you. Jacob battled till the crack of dawn, yet the result was a breakthrough, a blessing, and a metamorphosis. There is a wrestling, even though Jacob struggled until dawn. The Father says that you and I shall work together to wage the good fight of faith. For the sake of your battle, I will lend you both my sinew and my strength. You will be granted the grace to be malleable, receptive, and submitted to my will. I will give you this grace. So take it easy, the Father advises. I cannot cause you any harm. You are safe from my harm. Changing you is something I will do, and I am doing it right now. In the days ahead, you will be filled with great joy as you begin to realize the full scope of my goodness that is already manifesting itself in your life, even at this very moment. Before the video ends, I would recommend the Holy Bible to read at the end of video. Please check out the link in the description.